Hi, welcome to my Utopia. I'm Mara. Today is January 23rd, 2017. I had VSG surgery in Greensboro, North Carolina on August 15th, 2016 by Dr. David Newman. My high weight was 300 pounds. My surgery date weight is 250 pounds. My weight today is 195 pounds. Same weight as last week. And this is week 23 post VSG surgery. So I've been trying to think about what to talk about this week because I've been a little depressed or, I say dissatisfied with life, at least some aspects of it, and it's hard to quantify what exactly. I'm thinking maybe it's just, because it's sort of gloomy and everything, and it's been gloomy for a while, and maybe it's just seasonal issues seems to be going around. So I'm still closing in on the upper level of my goal weight, which the highest level is 180 and the lowest is 140. It just depends on where my body wants to be. And up until this time, I've been getting rid of all my larger clothes, the clothes I size out of. For the most part, I still have a ton of t-shirts that really are just way too big for me. I wear them with leggings and just pretend that they're tunics. But I've been thinking maybe I should stop getting rid of things. I've gotten down to a size 16. I was originally, when I first started this, a size 26, and I have been up to a size 28, but haven't been there for some years, and that was my highest weight, which was about 10 years ago. So now I'm thinking maybe I need to hang on to like my size 16 jeans and maybe my size 18 jeans and see where I go from there. If in a year or 18 months or whatever, I still am smaller than that, then maybe I'll get rid of them. But I don't want to just get rid of clothes just because I just can't wear them at the moment. But, could think about holding on to them for the future times. So one of the things I think I've just been unhappy with is that I haven't really been getting back in my studio, which is this, other than to record these videos. And part of it is because, I'm still having issues dealing with the car accident in November. And part of it is just, the holidays. I was busy. I was doing other things. I was making Christmas gifts for everybody. And then I was traveling. And then, life goes on. And I think about this, it's really easy to get into that phase where you put everyone else ahead of you. And even if you're not putting other people ahead of you, right now, I don't really have people to put ahead of me in the sense that, it's just my husband and I. I don't have kids. I have pets. And one of them is in the end stages of life. And so that's sort of, that's upsetting and everything. But, unlike a lot of people, I don't have a lot of obligations where it will take me away from focusing on myself. But even then, I have always been the kind of person where I don't really spend a lot of time on myself, which I think is part of why I got to be so heavy, because it was just easier to eat crappy foods than it was to investigate healthier foods. And even though now I know healthier foods are actually pretty easy to eat, pretty easy to find, so that's not a problem. But it's just the other aspects of my life. This is my personal life. Maybe it has nothing, maybe no one else can relate to this. I really, I don't know. But, I find that I'm happiest when I'm doing art, painting, whatever that might be. I mean, the art, whatever it might be. Painting, drawing, coloring, knitting, sewing. These are just some of the things that I do. Yet, even though I have tons of time, because I am home by myself all day long, other than my cats, and other than running errands or going to doctor's appointments or things like that, I really don't have a lot to do. I see a lot of YouTubers and they're saying, that they're so busy because they have their full-time job and they have their kids and they have their family and they have, maybe they're going to school as well. And, here I am with absolutely no excuse not to take care of myself, not to put myself first. And yet I don't do it. And this is something I've talked to, therapists and stuff about, and it's just part of my personality, and it's one of those things I just have to, that I've been trying to work on. I was working on my weight, and getting healthier, and that doesn't take away from the fact that other parts of my life, are still shitty. In the sense that, Getting rid of the weight doesn't solve all my problems. I wish it did. Just like, anything else. So, it doesn't solve all your problems. There's no one thing in the world that's going to solve all your problems, or even your perceived problems, or make you happiest, or, it's all a momentary glitch. It's like how they say that people who play the lottery play because they think that they're going to be happy when they get the money, and then when they get the money, they're not happy, because there's this thing called the happiness set point, and no matter how much money you have, you cannot surpass that happiness set point. And I suppose no matter what you have, you cannot surpass that happiness set point, whether it's, what size you are, or how much free time you have, or how much time you have to devote on whatever makes you happy. If you don't actually do it, you're just not going to be happier than you can be, and there's only a certain level amount of happiness that you can be. I don't know. I'm not really describing this really well, but anyway, not much going on in my life. I had felt like there was something that I had meant to tell you, and now I've totally forgotten what it is other than this. So, kind of a bummer of a video, but there you go. Sometimes life is not all sunshine and roses, no matter how much we would like it to be. So, I hope everyone's well, and I will see you next week. And everyone, take care of yourself. Bye.